Well, yep. Hello, everybody. Looks like a few people is in some deep doo, and I don't think we done yet. This is a hard job. Somebody's got to do it. I really do appreciate everything Nikki does for us, y'all. Princess is she's good. I'm sure he's very upset. Oh, there's probably going to be more than Banuel Samuel. Probably Jose going to be next on that list, and a few others. You know, but one at a time, Cliff. That we can't do them all at once because there's a lot of research. You got to send off for records. You got to wait for them. Sometimes they take a while to come in. So sometimes we just have to wait, honey. Yeah, not you. Ain't nobody wants fathead records. Joking. I'm joking. Well, mine's already out there. Everybody already seen everything wrong with me, you know. Besides, I'm the biggest liar in YouTube. Um, yeah, mine are of no importance to anyone now. Everybody's already seen mine. And touche. And let's see. And even okay, and yesterday was the very last day that the state could even bring those five null prosted felonies back up against me too. So now, bingo, I am completely clear. So now I can get on with my goodies that I've got going too. So I'm fixing to do something. Weather's starting to get a little warmer, and I'm fixing to take off and go. I'm going to go visit the court. I'm gonna go get the stuff in person. I'm not going to wait for stuff because I got to finish my own little deal up first. I'm waiting on a phone call back from that cheap ass lawyer I got, and see if they get my shit in. If they don't get it in, I'm just going up there, going straight over to the lawyer's office, make arrangements with him, and start my lawsuit. Plain and simple. That's going to take care of that. Oh yeah, 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 Jeff, you're about stupid. Um, we're just gonna put you on some time out there. Yeah, keep your nobody wants to see your fat porn stuff there, Austin Jeff. Take it on away, Bubba. But yeah, it's that's why I moved over to this channel. They're always wanting to strike my other one. That way, if stuff gets put out on this one, I don't give two shits. This is a non important channel. They can do happy striking all they want. Yep. Some guy pulled up here earlier, asked me if I wanted to sell my van. I said, hell no. I'm keeping that falling apart piece of shit. I happen to like it. I got my van comfy, seriously. It's comfy it's comfy as you can be for traveling. I got everything in there I need. And I think my thermostat's stuck. I ordered one because I'm out in the boonies and I'm not close to parts houses and things like that. So it's going to take probably about a week or so for my thermostat and gasket and little Permatex to come in that I ordered for it. That kind of stuff. But I mean, I can put the thermostat in myself. It's no biggie. I'm just slow. It'll take me a little longer because I got to pull some things up out of the top of my motor to get to it. And I think I got to take that damn fan belt off because I think it's in the way, which is hard putting that back on and getting that tightened back up. And, you know, I got the tools. I had to buy a special star bit deal to loosen that tensioner to take that belt loose with. I believe that's in the way. I'm gonna have to look again to be sure, but I believe it is where that thermostat housing's at. I couldn't find. I looked for one of those thermostats that stays open once they go faulty, but I could not find one online, so I just ordered another regular thermostat. Um, Hell, if I have to, I may make a trip over at Becca and Rodders and maybe get Rodders help me change it out. I think I can make it that far. Hey, Moon Rocks. I'm gonna talk to Rodders and see. But it's gonna be a week or so before it comes in, and I figured I'm gonna wait till the end of the month anyway, till my next check comes in, give me a little more money to get out of here with, and then I'm gonna come back later. I want to move everything. I want to move my shed, my she shed, and my camper and everything. I got to see how much it's going to be, but I want to try to get that moved out to the Arizona property because I want to get out there. Hopefully maybe before it gets too hot. I was going to try to get a moving truck because if I pull my camper back up there and then just have them take my shed and maybe my camper and put them both on a big trailer together and just haul it all at the same time. See, and then that way I don't have to drive the camper. I can just drive my vehicle. Anyway, I got some plans in my mind I'm working on right now because I got to get out there if I'm going to get that place started and get it going, get it started. Excuse me, y'all. Damn, I've been drinking too much Big Red today. How you doing there, Moon Rocks? Good to see you. Glad you came in. Oh, I don't know if I've got mods set up in this channel or not. I'll have to look see in a minute. If we have any problem down in the chat, just let me know, because I can't see who has wrenches, who don't, and take care of it. Whatever, if we have any problems, y'all let me know and I'll get it fixed. I'm gonna wait to see because I think everybody will be coming in a minute. Yeah, they wanted a place to come so they could finished talking about everything, and I thought, well, I think everybody pretty much hopefully knows. I tried to tell them, but Nikki's channel went down too quick. I was going to tell them to come over here. I was going to run stream over here so they can come over here and continue to talk. This channel here's my free for all channel. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Well, I haven't been smoking anything because I got to keep my head straight right now because I've got important stuff I've got to get done. And so I'm taking some break on some playtime. Getting high is playtime for me. And I can't get anything done if I'm smoking. I can't. I'm not that kind of person. I can't just get up and smoke and then continue on tootling. When I smoke, all I want to do is eat and sleep. Eat and sleep. Eat and fall asleep. But that's just how I am. But when I get time and I decide I need a rest and kick back, then I'm gonna do it. But um yeah, I want to be out on my own property doing my own thing, because I want to start a garden. I've got, I want to grow some plants. I want to do this, I want to do that, you know. And there's a lot you really, I don't know what to do, can't do. I don't know where they're going to put things because they're not done squaring off where they're putting all their stuff yet. And here, because they pretty much just got moved onto this property here, my kids. And honestly, I don't want to be living on top of my kids. I want to be out on my own place. I'm just not that kind of person that likes to be piled up on top of somebody else. I love them to death and they love me, but But you know how it is. I can get more done. I can do more for myself if I'm just not here, because when I'm here, I spend most of my time helping, helping my daughter with the kids and doing this, doing that, you know, and I need to start. I ain't got many years left. I need to get started on my own stuff and get my own place fixed up so I have a place to go die at later on. Everybody wants to have their own home to die at, and that's what I want to do. Well, I'm gonna get a cabin. I'm gonna start talking to some of the shed makers and put in and let them know that I want to look for a repossessed one. You know what I'm saying? One that somebody's already paid it about halfway off, and then I can just pick up on the payments where they left off on it. Because a lot of them have those deals. I may have to wait on one, but it'll be okay because it'll give me time to get the rest of my stuff squared away and out there before I have to start making another payment. I've only got, I think I've got 9 more months I got to pay, and I'll have my bail bondsman paid off. And that's really all. That's really my only bill I've got left to pay off. Pretty much everything else is pretty much paid off. So, and then once I get out there, you know, I'll uh I'll get all my stuff changed over once I'm out there. I mean, I'll still have to pay taxes and all that jazz on my property in Arkansas, but um who knows? Hell, I may go to the casino one day, not have $5 to my name and hit a damn jackpot. People have done it on less, believe me. Something good may happen for me, and that's what I'm looking forward to is the day that something good happens. It's about time. It's about time. Well, yes, I like to smoke at night because it helps me to sleep better. I do sleep real good when I smoke at night. I had to quit. I had to quit the whole time I was going through all that court shit. I couldn't do nothing because I couldn't go into court, with anything. I couldn't even have prescribed medication in my system when I went to court. Because if they would have drug screened me, even if it was legal drugs, if a court drug screens you, you can't even have a legal prescribed medication in your system. I'm not kidding. Or they will take you to jail. And so I had to be real, real good. Believe me, it was hard for 2 years. 2 years I had to be on best behavior, and I was. Yeah, but I can't scam people like that. Moon rocks. I mean, I know people. When it comes down to it, people will help me with a little bit when the time comes if I need it. I'm not going to ask for nothing until I need it because you know, um, if I do that, then it may not be there when I do need it. So like I said, I'm holding my P's and Q's, and um, well, I know green thing's already put out there and let everybody know anyway. But Joe and I've been buying that property together. I'm just gonna let it out there because Green Thing's already put it out there anyway, and they're always trying to bring it up and slam it on him, you know. And but I figure one of these days, he's gonna want to come out there when he gets retired and set up him a little place out there. We'll already have it paid for. It's not going to cost that much. None but putting in the utilities and stuff. And no, no, I ain't never seen a greenhouse. Hippie. And he changed that. Remember, he started off 2,500. He changed that. He gathered $3,800 and never bought the greenhouse. But I couldn't do people like that. I just can't do that. I ain't about all that. I'm not about scamming people. I don't mind asking for a few bucks if I need it, when I really need it. But man, I ain't about none of that scamming. I try to pay back every dime I owe. I mean, every freaking dime. Hell, I even give my son-in-law money here just for just for using a little bit of his electricity. Because I do run on a little bit of electricity. Because a lot of times I don't have enough solar to keep me going all day because my battery banks aren't big enough. But so I do use a little bit of electricity. But I even pay them for that. I don't even take advantage of my kids. If I send them if they go to the store and I ask them to pick me up something, I pay them for it. Every dime of it. I had them pick me up antifreeze the other day because when I drove home, I had no antifreeze left in my van. They show back up. I had them get me a milkshake while they're out. I pay them for it when they get back. I pay them every freaking dime. I don't ask nobody for nothing, listen, I really, really need it. No, um, he did you. Well, yeah, if I do something right, mine's going to be a correct fundraiser. Definitely. You know, like I said, and I would probably give something in return. I don't know what, but I would do something, I would do something. But I know a couple people's sending me a couple of little gifts, and they're sending them to Arkansas, which I'll pick them up whenever they get. I might be back there right after they get there, but it doesn't matter. My kids will hang on to anything that comes in. They keep my mail for me till I get there. See, I can't change my mailing address. If I do, then all their mail will get transferred too, and I don't want to do that. So I just leave my mail go there, and then I usually pick it up every couple of months or so, and that's how I do it. Or if I'm going to be gone for a long period of time, not have time to get back there, I'll have them mail me my mail. I'll just have them put it into a box, take it down the post office, and address it to me and ship it right to me. They did. They did. They do that. There's my not Lisa. Hey, sweetie. Was you? Yeah, I had that 24-hour bug the other day, Lisa. No, I had it coming out both ends at the same time. I was throwing up and shitting I pooped my pants. I'm not kidding. Had to change my clothes. I mean, I got up to before I could even sit down. It was done coming out in my britches, pure water, basically. So I had that all night. And then the next couple of days, I just felt like I was drained. I had no energy. And probably I might have been dehydrated from all that, that night before, but I was drinking water. I was drinking plenty of water, and my Kool-Aid with water and stuff. I was trying to keep enough liquids in me so I didn't get dehydrated too bad. But I think that's probably why I felt bad. Probably was dehydration. But I'm getting better now. I'm feeling better. I got out and diddled with my van yesterday, and because yesterday was 73 degrees here. It was nice yesterday, and I felt like getting out there getting it done. But I'm thinking tomorrow I may because I've got to get my laundry done, because I'm gonna some of my stuff I'm gonna put in my closet here in my camper. I'm gonna leave it here till I see what I'm gonna do. But like I said, I got to make arrangements on a bunch of getting a bunch of stuff done. But I figure if I can get my camper and my she shed, which has all my stuff in it, everything I own pretty much is in my she shed, or it'll be in my camper or my van. If I can get those three things, I can survive out there on that property, because I can just have me a couple of water tanks set, you know, and I can make do from there with solar and whatever I need. I just got to get the address set up that way I can have UPS deliver my dog food uh, and my dog treats, and I can actually order a few groceries if I need to and have them shipped right there. I can get them a lot of things. Some things I can get shipped from Walmart, but a lot of it I can get shipped from Amazon or somewhere. until I get settled in and figure out where stores are and different things. And I'm not worried about getting sick or nothing. If I do, I'll doctor myself like I always do. Thank you, Lisa. I hope you get feeling better too, honey. Yeah, I'm a little better today. I felt better the other day, and then bam, that after I got up feeling better in the morning, that by that afternoon I was tired and sickly again. So, but I'm okay now. That's what I had too, Lisa. Make sure, Lisa, drink plenty of liquids. Hey Joe, how you doing, sweetie? Yeah, I'm thinking about going ahead and trying to if I make sure get my van situated, and I might try to go ahead and make my way out there to the property in Arizona. Then I got to figure out how to get my shed and my camper out there. But I'll worry about that when I get to that. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Lisa. I know what you got because I just had it, and it's not good. I mean, I was deathly ill. I never throw up. I never throw up, and I was so sick. It was like I said, it was coming out both ends, just pure water. My little baby, he's had it. He's been sick, and no matter how dry you keep his little diaper, his little butt gets red, and been having to put medicine on that. It's doing better today though. I was over there earlier when I left. He ran to the door just screaming behind me. I'm gonna miss that baby, but ain't nothing I can do. He ain't mine. I can't take him with me. So, but I got Sam and Wiggy, and I will be taking Wiggy with me. I may even drag that cat out there. You never know. That one I call Cat, just take it with me. That cat ain't got it, it ain't got nothing to do anyway. Um, you know what I'm saying? It lives with Wiggy and Sam, so it probably wants to go. Lisa, just I ate a can of chicken noodle soup with some plain regular crackers, and that seemed to help. Oh, and Pepto Bismol, Lisa. If you got Pepto Bismol, drink that also. If you're still here and you hear me, don't forget I did that, and it made my tummy and my stomach tried to feel bad again this morning, and so I just got up and doused me some Pepto Bismol down. It was just fine. So I don't know if it's I think it's part of the COVID, but I think if you survive that, you're all right. Cause I don't know. I don't feel like I got any COVID. I don't feel like I got anything. I just, whatever that was, something blowing around, I got it. Oh, Nikki, I'm glad you want to come up, honey. You can come up and talk. That's why I ran it on this channel. Cause it ain't we can do anything, say anything over here. I really don't care. Um, I'm gonna drop a link just in case, okay? I know that was hard for you to do, Nikki. I really do. Because, I felt bad doing that, putting that stuff up, on Mean Thing. But, I mean, look at what she was doing to me, trying to smear my family and make up shit about my grandbaby. And, you get near my family and I get vicious. I get I get just as vicious as you do when they get messing with my family, Nikki. You know that. And I don't blame you at all, believe me. And if you need my help, you know where I'm at. You know how to get me anytime, day or night. Well, unless I'm asleep, then you might not get me. but but yeah, I would love to have those records because I want to make sure that a certain probation officer, the head one, No, the head one, not that little one. I want to make sure the head one gets those copies too. And I can do that, need be. Hey, girl.
Hey.
No, I do. I want to make sure not his probation officer. I'm talking the head of the probation office. That's who I want to get it. Oh, yes, you can hang out with me, El Joe. Of course you can, sweetie, anytime. You know that. But Nikki, I was very proud of you, and I know that took a lot out of you to do that. But
well, actually, Sam's was not a problem because Sam's been putting my information out for a long time. And, I was always getting accused of doing things that I was never doing. I got to blame for everything. If something, like I heard Sam say that Rick Sanchez and I had plotted to have him killed or have someone kill him or whatever. Rick Sanchez and I have never worked together, ever. I hate Rick Sanchez. Everybody knows that. I call him Meth Dick Rick. I do not like Rick Sanchez. But Sam continues to tell this lie because this is what he does. He's a low-life criminal. He's always been a criminal. I proved it tonight that he has a long history of abusing women, restraining orders. He don't give a fuck. He's a common thief, all that kind of stuff. So I just proved that he's a fucking scumbag, and he is.
Well, we already know he makes up a lot of shit, and he does a lot of shit. And I'm going to tell you, he's the one that cloned my Stella's Van Travel's name. He's the one that stalked, harassed, threatened Red Road Homestead and made her think it was me. It was him. I'm just positive. I'd bet my life on it that it was him because he seemed to want to push it. I always want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? That it was me, that I did it. And she actually still thinks I did something to her because I saw her comments around different places lately. She really thinks she just goes right along, agrees with Sam,
And that's sad because, everyone knows that you might talk shit, but you're not going to threaten somebody's family. That's
no,
not your MO.
Her anyway. I loved her. I always loved her.
I know. I thought the problem was she got hurt because you allowed Tally to come on your panel. That's what I thought happened.
Yeah, but when you get Tally up there talking, he can tell himself like today when I got him to show his tweaker trash pile garage with tarp over it. See, unless I can get him talking, I can't get things out of him, And
I like that you got him to show that, though. I was like, look at her. She's going to get him to fucking show the tarp.
I mean, that's my way, though, Nikki. That's my way of doing things.
It was hilarious.
It's hard to explain to people. I know I got funny ways, but that's my way,
Yeah, he wanted to show people's yards like he was showing your yard and all that. And
yeah, but the thing of it
didn't live in that house.
All he did was steal videos that I've got up on my own channels anyway.
But Tyke didn't live in that house that I showed tonight when those photographs were taken.
Well, I didn't think so because we know Tyke has lived in that RV for fucking how long?
Well, that's what Tally's trying to convince everybody. Is trying to change the narrative, and that's not what I said. I said Tally got a lot of nerve talking about anybody else's house when his own family members live like this. That's what I said. Right. I didn't say who it was.
Tyke. Tyke's been in that RV forever. That wasn't an RV. I mean, anybody with the right brain could have put two and two and got that puzzle together.
But that's why I put, subtitles and stuff. I never once said that was Tyke's house. I never said
I do that for Tyke anyway.
So I'm just saying that Tally wants to show other people's houses, and he shouldn't, because members in his own family live in deplorable conditions. That was my point.
Well, in a lot of that problems, Tyke does have a lot of problems, but a lot of those stem from a lot of that stuff, the way he was treated by Tally as a child, growing up. A lot of Tyke's problems are Tally, and he's probably had those problems since he was a kid.
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't trying to make Tyke look bad. Tyke knows that.
No, I know you
I know
were.
Tally's trying to start trouble again, but Tyke and I are cool. I would never do anything to hurt Tyke.
I love
Just
Tyke.
showing that people in Tally's family live in a lot worse conditions than Tally is pointing out and showing about other people. And I'm getting sick of it. He's constantly talking about Rebecca and Rodney's house. He made videos. It wasn't their house. He still made videos. So
Yeah, I know.
these photographs were actually people in his own family, immediate family, and that was the inside of their house. So that's why I showed.
I
I wasn't doxing anyone. I
was also living that way, honestly. Huh? And y'all know who that is.
but you know,
Oh, I found another big chunk of records too about places where Sam's lived. And is he Junior? Is he
no.
Sam? Okay, that must be his
I'll
kid.
send you my file on him if you want, and it'll list everything so
Okay.
that you can link.
Which one is that his son?
His son has a different last name than him. His son has his wife or his ex's name, the mama's name.
Oh, okay. Then that may not have been him I found, but sure had a lot of stuff on there.
Well, I have a photograph of him because it's on MySpace under Slave Man 101 and Samuel White with 2 M's. So it's there on MySpace.
It even had that Daniel, whatever his name was, listed, the one Sam said was his almost son.
No. These records for MySpace don't go back that far. These are,
Oh, no, this wasn't MySpace. This was another search engine.
Yeah,
thing.
this is MySpace I'm talking about.
Right.
I did research on different sites and things about Sam and came across his MySpace profile.
I can't even find my old MySpace, and I know I had one.
Well, Bakers and them found mine. I love the pictures, though. I'm like, yes, use those photos. I looked hot back then. I love that picture because I always dated guys younger than me. I never liked men older than me. I never had daddy issues. I never liked dirty old men. So I always dated guys younger than me. I mean, not like
mine were usually a minimum of 9 to 10 years younger.
Yeah, I always dated younger, when I got old enough.
But that wasn't my problem. My problem is old dudes never would ask me out. They're like they're afraid of me or something. No, they'd see my tattoos and piercings, and they'd freak the fuck. I mean, men my own age, they're like, "Why you got all that metal in your face?" And they'd ask me just stupid like questions like, "Duh, what the fuck, dude? What was you born in 1910?"
But I just never liked older men when I was younger. It just wasn't, and I never,
I got older.
To each their own and stuff. But
I don't get along with older men like that because we don't have the same taste in music. We don't have the same taste in nothing. We have nothing in common. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the guys, 10, 15 years younger than me, that's perfect for me.
Yeah. And the reason I kept my MySpace account up was that I'm connected with a friend of mine who passed away. His son is on MySpace, and I never deleted that account because of that boy. And I just wanted to be, because he looked like his daddy. So I just wanted to be able to go and look every once in a while, see pictures of my friend, because, he would have pictures of his dad on there and stuff. And so Fakers and all them showed all my MySpace photographs, and I love them all. So I was like, yes, yay, show them. I love those. And made accounts with my MySpace name. So I thought it was only fair.
Joe says he's younger than you, Nikki. He's smiling at you.
Joe and I are going to run away together.
Because we're going to be shared neighbors someday, don't mean he can't have his own girlfriends.
Yeah.
You see, I don't even know how old he is. Don't care. Joe's a sweet guy,
He
and
is.
he'd be perfect to have a homestead with, or next to,
He's been
you
a
know,
butternut lover for years now.
look after people to look after each other. You know what I'm saying? Friends. That way, if I break down or he gets sick or something happens, we
Oh
got
God,
somebody
we've got
there.
to start over. There's Beck. She just got here. Okay. Do you want us to go 2 times speed back, or how fast do you want us to go?
I got my eye on somebody anyway, but anyway, you know me. Always got my eye on somebody.
I like to break me off a piece of pansy just for a test drive.
Yeah, Angie's a really super sweet guy.
Well, I just want some because everybody else likes him. Just bragging rights,
Not
That's
well,
just
he's smart. He's
well, just for practice purposes.
Mhm.
I would say I would do him for practice. Just keep him practice.
Well,
But
me and Honey's going to share my man.
I don't think Honey shares. Canadians aren't known for sharing.
Yeah, but she'd share with me.
You think?
Oh
See,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't think
yeah,
so. She's kind
yeah.
of stingy. Like Evan. Evan don't share partners. He's stingy.
No, but yeah, and he's a chubby chaser, and he likes his older.
Oh my
See,
God. Speaking of Chubby Chase, did you see Cliff's boobies today?
yeah. Did Evan even see those? Whoa,
You
those were some.
kidding me? That Cliff looks, I was like, show your boobs. I said it. Cliff showed his boobs. It was fabulous. I was like, yay, Cliff.
Jose to show his and lean over.
Oh,
That's gonna be priceless.
no, Cliff looked good. His boobs looked fabulous. And Basic Bob
But
and I both
they
said
weren't fat
boobs
and
at the
shaky
same
like
time.
Sam's. Now, Sam's are fat, and you ain't seen nothing till you seen a man with no nipple on one boob. That nub that PDF talks about all the time.
Uh huh.
One of his boobs has no nipple on it. Believe me, I've seen it.
I had a cousin that had 3 nipples.
No
We used to
way.
think it was so cool when we were growing up and we were kids. Oh my God, we were fascinated with that thing. She had, and I guess it was probably a skin tag or something, but it
Mm-hmm.
looked like a nipple to us kids. She always used to play it like a guitar and
Well,
stuff. We were weirdos, but
I was
yeah.
talking about sharing panties, honey. She said she don't share men nor panties.
See, I don't either. That's the two things I don't share. Men or panties. See, that's why I love Honey Honey. We did see Rodney's video drinking with Jose. That was fucking hilarious. Rodney
Yeah,
makes the
I
best
do like men
video.
with fat little fingers, though, or
How
something.
many puppies do y'all think we're going to get this time? I can't believe Growly got her again.
No, oh, I don't know.
He got her. They didn't even know that heifer was in the heat, and she's plump, and they're like, "Oh fuck, we got puppies, y'all."
Well, you know what? I might, I might be able to go there and see one of them.
But this could be
Sometime.
Growly's last batch. But that is just adorable little mean little Growlies out there. Fat Tony, they got to see Fat Tony the other day. Oh, little Fat Tony. He was my fave out of all the babies. Remember the little white one? That
That's the one. I either want, yeah, I'll either want a white one or I want a pure solid one. But
I know, Beck. They were banging on the bathroom floor while y'all were gone. That was so funny. You guys are like, yeah, everything's good.
I'll be out there to see them back up. But how long they take? 50. What is the days on that before they're born? 50 something days. I'm trying to think.
Oh, little puppies. Like,
I,
yeah, 7 months, isn't it? What is it?
oh, they don't carry them.
Sinners.
They
Beck's
don't.
calling them
They
sinners.
don't carry them that long. How long, Becca? She'll remember. I can't remember. Been a long time since I had puppies. That's what I thought. 55 to 68 days. Yep.
I think it's their environment, Beck, you hooker.
So
Maybe
yeah,
you and Rod weren't always getting it on, humping on each other. The dogs wouldn't think it was
Roger's
cool.
that would be about the right time. I could probably be there after they're born.
Stella, guess what I got in the mail?
What?
I got a package from Evan that was he'd been collecting stuff for the trip, and he
Yeah.
sent me mine, and I almost cried. It was so sweet. It was just the
Yeah.
best stuff ever. I was so tickled. I just loved it.
Yeah, he said, well, I didn't get a chance to give him this other address. He sent on my other one, but I'll pick it up when I get there. My son keeps all my packages and
Oh,
all my.
you love it. See, that's why I didn't tell you what was in mine because I didn't know if you got yours yet. So that's why I
No,
didn't say.
it'll be whenever I'm trying. Wait, I'm gonna have to call them people back Monday and see when they get that court date set. Once I get that squared away and I get a lawsuit filed, I'm getting help. I'm heading out. I'm going. That's gonna be it. I'm
Out of
gonna have.
Dodge. Gotcha.
Yeah, but I'm wanting to go. I'm still wanting to get up and see Becca's and Rodney's in between time, if that makes sense, because they're not really that far.
Beck, I don't know when it happened. When you weren't there, Hooker, when you was working, see, you went back to work and the whole fucking house is going to hell. The fucking dog's knocked up. Rodney's out on the mean YouTube streets all day long.
Rogers, if I make it up there, how much you charge me to put that thermostat in my van if it makes it that far without having to put it in? I got to wait for it to come in. I had to order one. I think the thermostat, I think it is not working after I checked everything out.
Oh, I don't know shit about thermostats.
If not, I can run by and get my son to do it before I come that way and pick up my packages and mail and everything.
Bob, you don't get another birthday. Don't ever mention it again. I had a video for you and you were gone. You had left YouTube. You took a break around your birthday. So we were all ready for your
Well,
birthday and you were gone.
when
Bad
did
basic Bob.
Digger said when yesterday was his birthday?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday. He said was his birthday.
Damn, I missed cake and spankings with Digger. Fuck.
Yeah, I believe he said it was yesterday. I thought, in case
Damn.
I heard it wrong, maybe somebody else heard it.
Aquarius is January, Bob. The Crypt Keeper was in January, so yeah.
Yeah, because my mom's birthday was in January, and my dad's
Ooh, they don't make good moms.
was the 6th of February.
Yeah, my dad's March, his birthday.
And believe it or not, all of us kids was either born in July, September, or November. Ain't that weird? One of those 3 months.
My sisters were all of us were born in July.
I got a brother and a sister in July. I got the one in November, and then my sister was born on my birthday. It's what I got. I got for my second birthday was my sister.
Yeah. My sister and I are 2 weeks and 4 years apart. So
No, we were born on the same exact day.
yeah, basic. I had a video and everything for your birthday. I was all ready to go. You was gone. I was so sad. I wanted to wish you happy birthday and have a little video from the gang, and it was very sad.
No, I don't know why, but I still, because after that dream I had about Sam last night, and it was not good. It was a dream or whatever, but he had been raping black women, Nikki, in this dream I had. And these women didn't want to, they were afraid to report him or turn him in. This may be something in the future because I usually dream future, not past, right? But and I was really, and SD was there. SD was in this with me. But I pushed him, I told him, I said, you have to. If you don't, somebody's going to eventually get hurt or killed. Anyway, I forced them into reporting it. They didn't want to. But it was not normal rape. It was anus hole rape. You know what I'm saying? It was sickening rape.
Well, the truth is disturbing enough for me. I'm glad that I didn't uncover anything like that while looking into Sam's background. I didn't want to find,
No,
stuff like
I think this is going to be future, not past.
Oh, well, nothing surprises me seeing how, he's been a criminal his entire life. I mean, we
Well,
can't get a juvenile record and there's stuff involving
well, if
um
penis on
kids
that
and
girl's
stuff.
head. And I don't
And,
even know if you get a little thing on somebody's head, but
and Tally said that, I didn't find this felony. And it's not that. It's just that because it involves kids, it's hard to get the records for that kind of stuff. So, you got to work on it a little bit. You got to pay some money and stuff like that. So it happens. It just takes a little bit of patience and stuff like that.
well, I still got to get some more on mine. They left about 12 pages at least out of that one I got, and I want those 12 pages. I don't give a shit if they didn't have nothing on them but a stamp and a signature. I want them.
Yeah. And you can get records. It's not a problem. It just takes time to get them.
I put in for all of it, but they left part of it out intentionally, and I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why. Wasn't no,
Exactly, Rodney. Just imagine all the stuff I haven't found. You know,
but
I didn't.
someday I'm going to have a lot of money. I'm going to take care of a few people with a little bit of money when I do too. Because when I put that lawsuit in, if I win a good chunk, I'm going to share a little bit of that with people. I definitely will. That need it.
I just want them to leave me alone, leave my family alone. They can talk shit about me on YouTube all they want, but leave it on YouTube. Don't expose my family. Don't read personal stuff about people. Leave people's houses. Don't be showing people's pictures. Don't be doing that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, enough is enough.
Well, Jose's always talking about suing me for lost wages and stuff, and he turns right around and steals my identity.
Well, I have some stuff on Jose. I got to put it all together. I was really concentrating. It took a lot of research to find all that shit on those three idiots.
He has a lot. Jose does. His is all over the United States.
Right. And you have to go to each, area. At least we know the interstates that he always travels and all that kind of stuff.
City, state, county. You have to go to each one of
Yeah.
those entities as well. Yeah,
That's
these
how I had to do with those
have
guys.
researching that has to be done when you recover this stuff, you
Yeah.
know?
But yep. So I got some stuff on Jose. He definitely doxing, putting information out there, putting false information out, um, and stuff. So yeah, he'll be included in there. And like I said, as the documents come in on the different court cases, I'll be sharing that as well.
Joe, I'll just give you money and let you buy your own Bitcoin. You can buy your own Bitcoin.
I got Bitcoin because of Joe. I love it. I watch it on my app. It's really cool. Me and Beck both have it. We watch our Bitcoin. It's our little investment. It's fun to watch. So
I prefer real estate, you know? Um, he prefers Bitcoin. A lot of people prefer different things for investments, and I
oh
just
yeah,
I prefer real estate.
I'm gonna invest in weed here pretty soon.
Well,
Yeah, as soon
that's
as I get it going, it'll be a rotating crop and everything, and it'll save me so much money a year, a month, to have my own. I'm so excited.
well, I still want you to keep your eye peeled for what we were talking about the other day because
Oh,
that
of
even
course,
helps make a great summer place, you know?
absolutely.
Even if I didn't stay there all the time.
Yeah, winter place, but yeah, it'd be a great base to put your
Yeah,
stuff and
that's okay
stay
because even when
winter.
it gets snow, okay, it gets 4 to 6 inches like in the winter. I may not want to be there during the winter, you know?
Oh, I know, right?
Yep.
Today was beautiful, beautiful weather here, and we're getting ready for Bike Week. We just completed time trials at the 500. So
Right, and put up a electric fence and a security system, keep an eye on it. And no matter where I'm at, I can watch it. Uh, on my laptop, I can keep an eye on the place from no matter where I'm at.
well, my neighbors in here are really good. Like I had somebody keeping an eye on my place while I was gone, and I have security cameras, and it goes directly to my phone if they're activated. They're motion
Yeah.
sensors. I have one in the front and the back. And and my neighbors checked on my house every day because, they ain't got nothing else to do. They nosy as fucking here. So they checked and, one of the cats slept on my table outside. So they come over and fed him every day and checked on everything. So I got texts and everything all the time. I got updates. I could even turn on my camera and the, look around the place and see what's going on. So yeah, it was really cool, easy. But I just wanted to jump up and say, hey, I think I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So I just wanted to say thank you for all your support and thank everybody in here, but
Well,
I'm just
you
going
know
to
where I
go.
can help. If you need me to help with any research or anything, or do something. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I'm good for something, not always. Times, but
Well, I've got most of my research done for Jose. I'm just waiting on a couple responses back on Jose, and then I'll put the show together for him. I should have it ready by next week sometime. I don't know if I'll do it on Weed and Water Wednesday or do it on my normal, community and review. Hopefully, I'll be able to return back to that and stuff.
like you did today, I will be sure I can be there. But a lot of time if it's too late, I'm asleep. I honestly, I'm trying to get that schedule rearranged to where I stay up later and maybe sleep in a little later in the morning. But it's kind of hard getting your body to reschedule to some other schedule. But I've been trying.
That was hard for me when I moved from California because in the slabs, I wouldn't stay up very much past dark because of solar and everything. Like normally I would have enough so I could sit and watch a movie in the evening or something. But then usually I just go to bed and then Buff and I would get up as soon as it was daylight out and stuff. And when we moved back to Florida, that was one of the hardest things was getting that adjusted. And
How come? Listen, you cannot get mail at a place that has where rental storage like Sam's got. Now he's using that for a physical address, right? For the court, because you have to have a physical address when you're on. That's one of the probation stipulations. And I'm sure that's why he rented that storage shed, was to get a physical address. But that you can't get mail there, as far as I know, unless he's made some special arrangements, and they don't accept PO boxes. So I know that's not.
they have to know that Sam lives in his car. It can't be, I mean, that town is way too small. Crescent City is way too aware of Sam. So before I started my broadcast tonight, I sent that link to other people that would have an interest in knowing that information as well. So they already know in Crescent City everything I went over tonight. They know all that stuff. They they still let Sam run around there, but you can't tell me that he's working with them because Sam is a criminal. He has a
Okay.
long, extensive criminal background.
Farther.
With police, assaulting them, threatening them. He's done time for threatening cops.
Now,
So
let me say something. If you're sending stuff to the chief of police like I did, okay, and they're not doing anything, we need to, it needs to go to the governor next. Everything. I'm not kidding. Because
well, Linda Sutter is well aware of what's going on in Crescent City, and she is an advocate and a champion for things in the area and holding people accountable. So I think in order not to muddy the waters, just it's better. Linda has a dog in the hunt, so to speak, now that Sam poisoned her dog. So I think giving information to her is the best move to make.
Politicians, okay. Because Hammer Time, my friend Hammer Time, he was politician, okay, and he's the one that tells me a lot of things that should be done. If they're not doing what you want, when you contact the chief of the police and the head, and you get the head of all those departments, and they're still not focusing on anything they should be, then you go above their head. Then you go to the governor. You go to the higher ups, because you already know at that point that the prosecutor, none of the people in that state, in that county, are going to do nothing. So you're going to have to step
Well,
up.
remember Linda was on the commission. She was a commissioner, so she kind of knows, and she's been a thorn in their side ever since. When she stepped down, she still makes sure and holds people accountable in Crescent City for things. So now she knows things that they knew that was not. It's always been public information. You just have to know where to look for it. So
Right.
now Linda Sutter has solid proof that Sam has a long standing history of violence against women, stalking and harassment. Same for Shady and them trying to prove that Sam's been fucking with them. Well, the reason why I always believed her and everybody's like, oh, she's crazy, she's this and that, is because Sam has a pattern of abusing women like this, stalking, harassing, saying shit, driving by them, like he was doing with them, rubbing his dick up against her head, sexually trying to intimidate her and things like that. Well, now you have three people there that have dealt with Sam. So it gets more and more uncomfortable for Sam as more and more information comes to light.
Did you record that where he kept grabbing his pants, telling you to suck it, but but there wasn't nothing there to grab. It was like he was grabbing pants and there was nothing in there. I'm like, man, what's he doing? Fishing around trying to find it? I've never seen an imprint. Usually
Well, we've seen that thing, so yeah, who knows what he was trying to do. And I
kept,
get why he's
he
always been
kept
so mean and hateful to women. I mean, if I was a dude and that was my dick, I'd be mean to women too, because I'm sure women have made him feel inadequate his entire life. And I get that, but
I made him feel important. I told him, Sam, I'll suck your dick, but you ain't got one, dude. The inner quickness I would, but you ain't got one. That's the problem. And Tally, you
on
flip it.
that, I'm
Yeah,
out. I love you. Good night.
I love you too. Flower Power, you're not going nowhere. You ain't gonna meet nobody at Bike Week. Behave. Ha! I'm always ragging you, girl, but you ain't gonna go nowhere neither. I did. Tally had to clip it, Beckers. He really did. He clipped it and put it up, and I said, "Yeah, I said it. Hell, I ain't gonna deny I said it." And then I said it again, and I said, "If he had one, I'd be all over that thing. Shoot, I'd be like having a mouthful of marble in there, that little thing rolling around and all making noise like he had a kidney stone or some shit." And Flower Power, don't you dare laugh at me either. But y'all know how I am. Ain't no shame to my game. Hell, if Sam, if I don't know, he just let himself go. He ain't even a good looking man. I don't know how he was ever a male stripper, to be honest. Nothing good looking about him. And I feel sorry for that poor dog, Mister. I really don't think that dog even likes him. He's probably knows he's stuck with Sam now, so he has to deal with him. But I don't think the dog don't act like he likes him. He really don't. Shoot, my dogs love all over me. They get so excited just when I call them and pet them. They get all excited. Wiggy wiggles that little tail. Yeah, pretty much, Jeffro, like a BB in a box car. And I'll be honest, that little bitty thing wouldn't do me no good in sex. It wouldn't. Like tossing a little tiny bit of sausage, just like rolling across the floor, you know. And my shit's so tight you couldn't drive a straight pin in it with a sledgehammer. And I'm telling you, that thing would still be loose as a goose in there. So, that's that. I don't know where Sour Diesel is tonight. I guess he missed all the showings and goings on. He might have went and took him a nap. He might go live later. I wasn't going to go live too awfully long tonight. Long enough let y'all have place to come in and chat. I noticed I saw Jose look like doing another e-bag for his sister. I left him a comment. I said, "You sure don't act like you're mourning, over her death. It's all I ever see him doing is begging, you know, money for the funeral. He's not even going to go to that funeral. He didn't go to the other funeral. After all the begging he did for money for the funeral, he didn't even go to it. When I used to go to funerals, and I used to always dress nice, proper for a funeral. Jose ain't even got nothing to wear to a funeral. He'll be begging now. Oh, I gotta have some clothes to wear to the funeral. He ain't going to no funeral. I bet you money he don't even go there. He don't even go there unless he thinks he's gonna be able to get in a cut of some money somewhere, or maybe he thinks he got left something in a will. And that girl was young. I doubt she had anything to leave in a will. And I got to get time, and I'm still got to call because I want to call that coroner and find out what the deal is. I called before when the dad died for the third time because I kept calling the coroner before that, and they never had nobody. That's why I said it was the third time was charm, I guess. I think he really did die that third time. But them first two times he didn't because I kept checking the coroner. I call direct to coroner. I don't play around with them when I'm trying to find. I'm like Nikki. Yeah, the great grandbaby just got another bully puppy. Yeah, they got home for two of those Great Pyrenees, and then they got another pit bully. They've got one. I told my daughter, I said, "Yeah, you're going to end up taking care of that one." My great grandson's 9 year old. He ain't gonna take care of it. He didn't even want to go out and clean his poop up today. I said he ain't gonna take. You're gonna end up taking care of that dog too. He was the one wanted the dog. But you know how you do when you got kids. You always get them a dog, and then you end up taking care of them. That's my kids wanted everything in the world. They wanted a hamster. They wanted a what do you call them other furry little things? I don't know, a bunch of whatever they are. And that's why I ended up having so many different kind of animals throughout life. Oh, they'd want a bird, and they'd want a rat, and they'd want this, and I'd get it for them. They'd play with it for first week or two, maybe a month, and then after that, I got stuck taking care of them. Well, if y'all want to go on, if somebody else is live and y'all want to go on and go hang out somewhere else, I just come over here so y'all could have a place to chat, after Nikki's show in case anything else anybody in there wanted to talk about. I just thought I'd plop up flop up the channel and run a little bit for you guys. Let y'all chit chat and stuff. It's boring without you, Flower Power. Yeah, I think we figured out who your clone is, so one of your buddies. Yeah, she's kind of bad about that, but it's all right. Oh, well, you go over and flirt with him. Hell, right now, hey, since he lost his date with that stripper flyer, you could probably roll right in there and fall right in his arms, and he'll take you. There's your man right there. He'd be perfect for you. Yeah, Becca. Well, I normally am, and if I get done, I can get up at the crack of dawn in the morning, see if I don't stay up too late, and I can do another one tomorrow. I was just pissed at Jose running around, always running around, threatening to sue me for this and sue me for that. Then he turns around, steals my damn identity theft. Uh-oh. Hey, yeah, we can go over, hang out over there if he don't. Does he block us? He hasn't blocked me yet, Becca. Does he block you and Rodney? Are y'all safe over at John's? If you are, we can go over there and hang out. We'll see what's going on. Boy, I couldn't believe Juan got on me today, and I stepped up. I don't give a shit, you know. He come in there when he did really did though. I didn't have no problems with Juan, never have. But when he stepped in there white knighting for Tally, huh, I went, oh, nah, 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 that's not gonna happen, Bubba. Not on my watch. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not either. Yeah, I'm good in there. And I don't know whatever his problem is with Jesse and Natalie and Asel. I don't have no problem with them. I mean, they may have a problem with me, but I don't have any problem with them that I know of. So, or none that I know of. So I don't know. I don't know whatever he's got in with that deal, but I don't get in the middle of the deals like that. I learned not to long time ago. But I do got to get this thermostat done in my van because I don't want to take a chance on blowing my motor up. You know what I'm saying? Over a little pukey thermostat. Oh, I don't pay no attention to the trolls. Trolls are trolls, Beckers. You know, if they don't show their face or at least get on a panel to where you can hear their voice, or you don't know them, outside of the YouTube streets, well, then the way I look at it is they're not of any importance, to me. Okay. And they're not. But one's starting to, I ain't saying nothing bad about him, but he's starting to step on some toes, and he's going to step on the wrong toes. And then he'll be like, I don't know. I don't even go over to Desmond's. People say something about Desmond's. They think I'm over at these other people's channels when normally I'm not even there. Never, you know. I honestly haven't watched a Desmond or honestly, and I don't have no problem with Tracy, but I ain't even seen a Tracy stream in I don't know how long. I don't know if she's had any or not. Don't know because I hadn't been there. I don't get notifications, so I just don't go there. And I catch John's periodically when I wake up during the night, to go to the bathroom. But usually, most of the time, he's sleeping, when I get on there. I could YouTube it and do it. Yep. Well, I don't, honestly, I didn't have any problem with anyone except for Sam, Tally, Jose, and the Whacked Out Live crew, you know who they are. Don't need to even list all them. And then just add Sam and Jose, but they're part of that too. So anyway, that pretty much the Whacked Out Live crew's the only ones I don't care for. I didn't have any problems with anybody else. I've seen a few people that I know for a fact I've seen shit talking me. I tried my best to call them up on panel today. You got a problem with me? Get on up here and spit and spew it out, because I'm ready to take it. You know, smack me in the head with an iron skillet, probably break the skillet. I'm kind of hard headed. No, and Jose. Hey, but Becca's, y'all don't realize. I know Sam is a dirty, rotten piece of shit. Y'all don't realize how bad Jose does a lot of shit behind the scenes. A lot. It's like today when I was on SD's panel, he was troll calling me and then troll calling me through those Google spammy numbers. I had about three of them calls. He was doing all kinds of shit, knowing I'm on a panel, knowing, and one of them was Jose. And Jose laughed. He goes, "Yeah, it was me." You know, he actually Jose's got the mind of a 3-year old, and it's kind of hard to smack him around too much because but he knows better. He knows better, but his brain is still about that like of a 2 or 3-year old. It really is. You missed him too, honey. I always do. And it's almost here. It's 8:37, and so I figure in a few minutes, if y'all want to go over to John's when we get done here, you know, he ought to be. It ought to be getting good and lively by the time we get over there. Well, they're getting paid because neither one of them asshats are going to do anything for anybody unless they're being paid. Follow the money, people, and keep your eye on that prize. Because that prize, sometimes the hand is quicker than the eye. Like I said, I don't know. I've been saying some goofy things for a long time, but you know, honestly, I haven't lied on anybody. Now I might tell some stories, about myself, make up a few things on myself, but I didn't tell no lie about nobody. Not one. Everything I've ever said's pretty much been the truth. I mean, I could say except for the things I say that's in my opinion, but I'm entitled to my own personal opinion, you know. But I guess maybe they want to call that a lie. I guess that I'm not entitled to my own opinion, and I am entitled to it. Whether they like it or not, I'm entitled to my own personal opinion about anything. Yeah, Becker's is a workaholic. Damn, honey, that was early for you. You stay up later than that. Yep, that's what you got to do, Beckers. And then I laughed my butt off. Oh, Tina telling me to get a job, you know. And then Tally says that I'm living off the taxpayers when the only thing I've ever got was Social Security, and you got to work a job and pay in 40 quarters to get Social Security. You know, he don't, man, that guy, he's got everything all screwed up in that little pea brain of his. I bet you when he shakes his head, what he's got up there is supposed to be a brain rattles like a couple of them. Remember them big old marbles? Y'all ever play marbles back in the day? And there was always that one great big marble and then all those smaller marbles. Well, I think that one, the bigger one, is probably what Tally has in there. You know, that's his brain. He's got all those little ones in there smacking it. So it's probably all chipped up and cracked up. And, you know, the true prize is Bitcoin. Gotta love Joe. I swear. Joe loves his Bitcoin. He does. He's a Bitcoin lover, and I don't blame him, because if it does well, eventually in his life he'll end up with a little money, a little retirement money to live on, you know. But I'm hoping maybe eventually, because I'm hoping I can get me eventually enough real estate, little piece of real estate here and there and here and there and here and there. I can't take it with me when I go anyway, but real estate's always a good, safe investment. It is. And even if you pay too much for it, or, the market falls down to where you can't sell it and make any money on it, you can always rent. You can always rent it out and make money. Of course, got to watch about them renters. Y'all done seen what I got into with one of them. And I've been renting property for way up over 10 years. I had rented property for that long. Never had any problems whatsoever. And then bam, one day, you know, uh got a hold of a bad renter. And that cost me a lot, y'all. It cost me just about everything I owned. Just about. If I hadn't have been smart and set my property and stuff up when I bought it the right way, um, but it's like they don't that like that property in Arizona. See, you don't get the deed to that anyway until it's paid for. And so when it's paid for, um, you know, me and Joe will have to go down when we do the deed transfer, you know, because we'll have to be there to sign it and do all the paperwork and into our names, Um, that way, that way it's safe. Nobody can ever take it away from either one of us. It'll always be ours, and we can keep it till it falls off in the ocean somewhere, and ain't even no ocean around there. I figured don't hurt to talk about it now since Green Thing already put all the, put personal business out there about. So that's why I never told her too much because I never trusted her. I told her a couple of little things, you know what I'm saying? And well, I learned better. She's one of them kind of people you don't want to tell nothing personal to, and that's a fact. 'Cause she will damn sure spread it all over the World Wide Web. You know what I'm looking for, don't you? My no, I've got these dried cherries I like to snack on at night. I don't want no chips. I had some baked potatoes earlier with chili and some of that good, I don't know, some kind of real good weird cheese I got. I love cheese. Da, 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 da. Trying to find what I did with them. No, it's not there. What I do with my damn dried cherries, y'all? Okay, who's got my dried cherries? I know somebody wanted them. Aha! I found them. They're underneath my paper plate. Uh, there they are. I've got some other dried fruits, but these dried cherries they're good for your gout. And I haven't had any trouble since I've been snacking on these a little bit every day. I haven't had any trouble with my gout. Well, you do it when it's low, when it's low price, when it's down in the when they're saying the money is down, that's when you want to buy. Becker's buy when it's low, sell when it's high. So you got to watch too, Becca. If you ever quit that job or anything, you cash that 401k in. There's two things you can invest it in, and you won't have to pay early withdrawal penalties on taxes and shit. Is real estate and IRAs. Ain't invested in Bitcoin, you'll still get taxed. Believe me, I've been hit with that before. It's not cheap. Them early withdrawal penalties. IRS eat your fucking lunch on that shit, man. Yep, Rogers, you're a busy man. And honey, I honestly believe you're lucky enough you could win the lottery. That's good, Rogers. You need a little rest too sometimes. Yeah, there you go, honey. See, that's the best way to do it. And eventually you'll hit. Don't hurt to buy you a couple of $5 stretch cards every once in a while either. I just haven't even been spending on that because it's like, I don't know, seems like every time I turn around I have to fix something on my van. Yeah, my grandson come out here, knocked on the door, said somebody wanted to know if I wanted to sell my van. I said, nah. I said, I think I'm gonna keep it. They ain't gonna want to pay nothing. They ain't gonna want to pay nothing anyway. Ain't nobody got no cash money. If they got an RV, well, they got an RV, they might want to trade for it. I might be interested. But If it ain't something I can drive, it ain't going nowhere. Because even if something happened to the motor or transmission, I could replace that cheaper and I can buy another vehicle. I'm still going to be looking around though. I want to be in warmer weather, but I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind living in Colorado again either. I'm still looking for a piece of property in Colorado. Colorado's another totally legal weed state. Yep. Maybe they'll have a boat. Yep. Hell, I think I'd have better luck if I asked them if they had a freaking motorcycle or a jet ski or something or a riding lawnmower than a boat. Men don't have boats anymore. I don't know why. Used to, all men had a boat. Anymore, you ask them if they got a boat, they act like you don't even know what they're talking about. What are you talking about, a boat? What's a boat for? You know? Man, I've been drinking the heck out of these root beers. I mean, these big reds today. I got some root beer left too, but I don't know. I've just been guzzling these. They're ice cold, is why. And my mouth's still a bit dehydrated from being sick. And it's just the colder it is, the better I like it. And that little refrigerator in here just gets that stuff just ice cold. I like that little refrigerator I got though, Joe. You know that? Yeah, that little refrigerator I told you I bought, the little ice chest one I put in my van. Hey, that's, it's aluminum. Get this. And it don't even have to be plugged in. And once it gets cold, it keeps everything in there ice chill cold, and I don't even have to turn it on unless it gets really, really, really hot outside for a couple days, and then I have to. But in the wintertime, I don't even have to plug it in, and it keeps everything in there just perfect temperature. Ain't that strange? I like rice pudding, honey. And I'm weird. I like bread pudding too. I like all any pudding. Pudding's good for you. Really is. Yeah, we didn't get a very big crowd today, but I think we got enough that got the point across. The people's actually in our community that's was really interested more in the Sam and the Jose and all the tally deal. You know, it's good when we got my friends from the auditing community in, but they don't really know these people, and they don't really have input, so that's probably why they didn't come. But I know with a lot of them ain't sub to Troll Queen either. That's the one I went out on today. Yeah, some of these people though, they'll just never learn. They will never, 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 never learn. They think they're smarter than everybody. Like the Nikki's video was kind of saying, it's like they put her in the game just like they put me in the game. I didn't ask to be in their game, but they put me in the game, uh, well, a couple years ago, almost 3 years ago now. They put me in their game. They probably wish they hadn't. But I was a nobody at that point, just a normal chatter in a chat room type person till they put me in their game. And I don't know why they wanted me in their game, but I guess they did. But I ain't afraid of nobody, y'all. I ain't afraid of none of them knuckleheads in real life either. Maybe one of these days I will be when I get too old. Be afraid of my own shadow like some people. I just can't. I don't know. I just can't be afraid of people. I used to get many years ago though, boy, when I was a newbie. Back when I was a newbie online, boy, people type ugly things at me. I'm serious. I'd almost bow up and freaking cry. Then after, 20 years of it, you get used to it. And then you go, what the fuck, you that stupid idiot? You think name calling me's going to hurt my feelers? Type me a black eye. Hit me with your purse, big boy. Yeah, I used to get wild, just say all kinds of crazy stuff at them. But it wasn't no biggie. And they tried that setting me up for the blame game. You know what I'm saying? See, here's the thing. See, if Red Road Homestead would have reported what was being done to her to IC3, they would have found out that it wasn't me, and then they would have actually found out who it actually was. See, and she still could, I guess, if she's got whatever records, text, or whatever they were doing to her. um, IC3 will get to the bottom of it because they'll scare the hell out of them. They will go knock on every one of them's doors. They'll search their devices. They'll search their computers. Believe me, they will. And all Red Road had to do was go and report all that shit to IC3. All the harassment, whoever was threatening her family. And I really wish she still would. If anybody talks to her, tell her. Tell her to report that stuff. Tell her to file a complaint with IC3. Because I'm serious. It wasn't me. It was not me. And it lays down to be between two people, Tally and Sam. Now they might have had Jose helping out. I don't know. But for a fact, I'd say it lays between Tally and Sam, the one that was doing that to her. Because even Fakers didn't do her own dirty work. She had other people doing it for her. That's what most of them do. Oh, IC3 is online crimes, internet crimes. When people are threatened, when they're threatening people's family, they're threatening people's lives, they're harassing them, stalking them, bullying them, that kind of thing. That's why I'm thinking they're the ones that did it, Rodders. Y'all, somebody needs to tell her she could still do it. She can make a complaint to IC3. Just Google it. You'll see. You got to go fill out a form online and send it in. What they do, Becca, IC3 will investigate it. And if they think it's really a problem, then they will turn it over to the state. Well, they call them. It's a state anyway. The state investigators will investigate it. Where she's at in Tennessee, they will investigate it. Okay. Hey, JoJo. Yeah. So if anybody thinks I've done anything at all to them, just go file a report with IC3. Give them your copies, your text, your threats, your emails, um, you know, and now they'll probably come and visit you to get your information from your devices, because there's certain things they have to see original emails, because they have to get things out of the headers. They can't get it out of a forwarded email. They got to get the information, the details from the headers. This is where they get their information. They can tell you exactly who sent that email, exactly to a T, and they will find out that I did none of it, not one thing, never. I wouldn't even do it to somebody I don't like Sam and Jose. I would not do that, period. So that's what I'm saying. Tell her what to do, and if she wants me to tell her and help her, I will help her how to fill it out and how to do it. If she needs help. But it's called IC3. Or you can Google how to report online crimes. Cyber crimes. That's Cyber Crimes Division. Is what that is. Like I said, and then they'll turn you over to the state. And I know who the guy is that's in charge of the Arkansas state cybercrime deal. And he's probably the one I'm going to call about Jose stealing my identity, because they're always trying to reset my PayPal and my Cash App passwords. They're always trying to get into my accounts on that. And when he's using my name, for fraud purposes, like he's using, that's an online crime. Anything that goes through the FCC, that goes through the telecommunications ports on a device, which is your telephone, your laptop, your tablet, a computer, any of that can be reported to IC3. So they need to get to reporting, and then they'll find out. Sarah Jane does, and so's Red Road. They both need to. They'll find out it wasn't me. Guarantee you that, because it wasn't. And there's no way they can hide it either. I don't even care if they deleted the shit off their phone. They can delete it all they want. They can uncover that shit. But see, if you report to IC3, then they will in turn turn it over to your state authorities, okay? Oh, did you lose the one that was stalking you, JoJo? Yeah, JoJo had one after her for a while. But see, she's in the UK, and I'm not sure how they do it, but I'm still sure y'all are able to report online crime to IC3. And that's who you need to, uh, you might just Google, how do I report, online cybercrime, for the UK, something different. But I'm sure it's probably still called an IC3 report. I've been screaming all that shit since the day it happened, and nobody will listen to me. Same way I was screaming about my damn court case from the day one. I didn't commit them crimes. It wasn't me. I didn't do it, you know? And I screamed it all the way long enough. I guess somebody finally listened. So I'm hoping eventually that my friend Red Road will do this so she can find out in her own heart who did it to her, and then she'll know, and they'll do something about it. Because listen, If they do find that you're committing cyber crimes, they will confiscate your phones, your computers, your tablets, your laptop. They can confiscate your car. They can confiscate your freaking house. They can shut down your bank accounts. They can lock you tighter than a fucking drum. I'm not kidding you. Until they get it all smoothed out. Not here. Oh, hang on. I gotta go look. Wait a minute, y'all. I hadn't even looked to see who subs. Hang on a minute. I gotta get some subs in here. Let me go back and look. I gotta log up Trolley. I gotta log up Miss Troll Wayne. There she is. Hang on a minute, y'all. I forgot to do that. They're always wanting me to do something in here. Wait a minute, what's that saying? Manage videos. There we go, videos. Okay, let me give JJ hers. Hang on a minute, y'all. I'm gonna go down through here and uh, okay, JoJo, I just put your wrench on you in here, honey. No, I haven't wrenched everybody in here yet. I'm wrenching on this channel and one as I run them. So I haven't. I haven't got everybody wrenched up yet. And I don't really know. I'm gonna have to look back through there and see if I missed anybody else do it right now. I can only go back so far. Good. I'm glad. I hope she gets her little channel monetized. Yeah, it does. That's where I got a lot of mine from. Rodders was the homesteaders, but like I said, I got mine from probably 6 or 8 different communities, maybe more. And when I'm done here, I'll go back when this video's over. I'll go back and look through, make sure I got everybody their wrenches. I believe I got everybody's. I guess I got Becker's and everybody on there. I'll get the rest of them. Every time I go live on these channels, I'll try to get the people all you know the ones I want anyway wrenched up. Let's put it that way. Some of them ain't never getting no wrench in here. She does. She really does, Rodders. I tried to help her get as many subs as I could, you know. I shared her channel out one day. I think I still got it up on my community tab trying to help her get more subs. I just want her to see the truth, Rodders. That's all I want. Yeah, Joe, you got your ranch. I didn't realize you didn't have one, sweetie. I just now got slowed down to where I can actually go back and check wrenches. Now make sure everybody's got one. Because I miss having Red Road in here in my chats. And she misses coming over here visiting all of us. There's only a couple channels she'll even go in anymore because of all those idiots. And yeah, and don't you think that those police should know that, Rodders? Well, look at Jose pretending like he drives. Jose's on a suspended. He's on a suspended license. Same thing. Just because he's got a hard copy in his hand, it's the same as not having a license. I was trying to get Jose to talk about training horses. All I got out of him was he didn't actually saddle break them or none of that. I don't know what he meant that he trained horses. I still think if he did anything with horses, if he worked at a horse race place, he cleaned stalls or hot walked. Where you get out and walk them around and exercise them. But as little as he is, and them horses would knock him down. Have any of y'all ever raised? I know Peeps probably has, but have y'all ever had a thoroughbred freaking horse? Hmm? Believe me, they're pretty stubborn. Because I had my own once, but I raised a racehorse. I kept it, for a guy, up until they got ready to race them, and then they put them through the training. But I fed that horse. That horse would almost kick the walls out of that stall. I'm not kidding you. Hell, he'd have kicked my head off. He got his feet close to me. Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna have to give them a nudge, Rodders. That's what I was telling Nikki. And if they don't listen and they don't do their job, gonna have to go over their head. Rodders. He trained the horses, the hobby horses at the carnival. You know where I'm talking about. Yeah, Joe, I do too, and I still do. It don't matter. They could say I did whatever they say I did to her. I don't know what was done to her. I really don't know. But I've never stopped liking Red Road. Y'all have never in your life heard me say a bad word about that woman. Never. Not once. But I still think Jose trained, the quarter horse. Yeah, that's the ones I'm talking about. The quarter horse outside the grocery store, Rodders. Yeah, yeah. He only trained it till his 50 cents ran out. They're 50 cents, now to ride them. They might be $1 now. Last time I put the kids on one, it was 50 cents. That's been a long time ago. But yeah, yeah, I think that's the ones Jose trained. He got out there in front of Walmart while he was panhandling, and he rode a quarter horse in front of Walmart and panhandled while riding a quarter horse. I guess maybe that was another good scam. But Rodders, if I had a stepsister, which, you know, I think I do, but she's in Juarez, and I wouldn't know her if I seen her. But if I had a stepsister that just died, I wouldn't be just running around here trying to beg money in her behalf in her name. I would actually be I would just I'd already be there with the family if I could have got there. I would have already been there. See, a lot of time during my life of growing up, it was hard for me to get away to get to funerals because I had a business to run and I had all them kids to take care of. I couldn't just get away and run to funerals when I wanted to go to them. But Jose ain't got nothing in the world to do. he can get his ass up and get to a funeral whenever. Honey, did you ever ride a quarter horse in front of the grocery store? I love the way they go forward and backward, and you ride and they throw you forward. And I'd love to have one of them to, you know, just put outside for the kids to ride. They would love to have one of them. They've got a huge horse that it's rechargeable. It's a battery operated horse thing, but it moves its head and its eyes moves. It eats carrots. It goes forward, it backward. It neighs and it does all kinds of stuff. My daughter paid, I don't know, $500-600 for it, but and it's plastic. It's not even. My kids had a spring horse. It bounced on springs. It didn't really do nothing. Wasn't real expensive. Well, it was back in the day. It wasn't real expensive. They might be now, um, but they're called a spring horse. Them kids over here, they got every kind of toy I ever seen in my life. They got more toys, uh, probably than 3 daycare centers would have. More. Hey, country. Well, it just don't look like normal those GoFundMe's that the other people make when they need money for funerals. They go in there and they actually speak out about the uh I've got one. Matter of fact, I've got one posted on my Stella's Van Travels on my community page where a girl really needs help. She lost her daughter. I think she was 18. Okay. And if you'll notice on her GoFundMe, they list the family, the survivors in the family, the grandma, the grandpa, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, all the remaining family members. Go look at the ones Jose's. Go look at any of them they've had up. When the dad died all in 3 different times, and now this girl. They don't mention not one family member except for the one that made the thing and the mom, and then they still put the wrong name on that because I happen to know what the mom's name was. And it wasn't none of them they mentioned. So I don't know who's helping them make them pages, but I don't believe them. When I get time, y'all, when I do get time this week, I will call the coroner. I will call the coroner and ask them, okay? Oh, honey. Yeah, and it's awful funny, sometimes when I'm up on other people's panels, somebody tries to turn my location on my phone because see, I make it come up and ask me. So I tell it yes or no for every time it needs to be used, right? And so when I'm on other people's panels, a lot of time it'll do that. It'll come up and ask me, tell me if I want to do this or this, whatever it's trying to do, is say you need to turn the location on and ask me if I want to do it. And I tell it, no, I don't want no location on, and it clicks it off and it goes away. So then once that quits, then the next thing is they can't do my PayPal anymore because I got them fucked on PayPal. But they used to try to reset my PayPal password, but they can't get to that one anymore. Got it blocked up. But the only one now is, but the problem is I've got a security set on it. Every time they try to reset the password, um, Cash App lets me know, and if I really want to reset it, then it gives me a special 6-digit code that they send me in an email every time. So this is how I know what they're doing. And then the troll calls start. And then one of them happens to be Jose every time. So y'all, like I said, y'all need to keep a yeah, y'all need to keep a watch on Jose, and I'm not kidding you. I reported it last time, country. Remember when I told you that I was getting those text messages from him saying that he stole $8,000 from my grandson's funeral GoFundMe? I reported all that shit. And then for a long time, no, it wasn't no GoFundMe. So now he's back at it again. I think they quit before they got caught. But now they're back at it. So I guess, I don't know, maybe I just need to report it again. I don't know. But I'm going to call the coroner first before I report it because I want to make sure that I'm reporting something that's false, right? Because I don't want to make a false report, you know. But if you call the coroner, unless it's under a police investigation, they'll still tell you if they got the body there or not. But they cannot. They'll even give you the details if it's not under an investigation. They'll tell you how they died. They'll tell you everything about it. They don't care. I think our Privacy Act ends when we die because they'll give it to you no matter who you are. Because I have asked, I've called and I've asked, but I haven't done it on this one yet because I haven't had time. I got my own stuff I've been trying to get done and squeeze in a live stream or a panel in between. It takes time. It takes time to do all this stuff. But Jose's not the little innocent boy that he's got everybody portrayed to thinking he is. And and the way he did Eddie, that still pisses me off the way he did them. And I'm like Eddie, I still suspect he took pictures. I wish Eddie had security cameras around his house. I'm not kidding. If I was him, I think that would be the next thing I would do is either put baby monitors. Baby monitors make really good security cameras, or some kind of security system in his house. You know, that's not true, Jose. That is not true. Believe me, I called the coroner. I've called the coroner before. You stop spreading lies. Matter of fact, when I call the coroner, I'll do it on a live stream and prove it to you. I'll call it on a live stream, Jose, and let the whole community listen to what the coroner says. See, you could have done that, Jose, if you wanted to prove it. You could have called the coroner on a live stream and let everybody listen to it. But see, you don't want nobody to know the truth, Jose. Yeah, when you're dead, your right to confidentiality is over. That's what I keep telling him, unless it's a police investigation. Oh, fuck you, Jose. Hey, watch. No, I'm fixing to file a report on you. I'm serious. For identity theft and fraud using my name, Jose. Yes. And yes, you can get in trouble for it too. Don't think you can't. It don't matter. Hey, I wasn't nothing related to your family when I called the coroner and asked them about your stepdaddy that died. Jose, I talked to them people. Call them and ask them if I didn't. They'll tell you. Yeah, exactly. They do it all the time. Now they might stop stuff from being put in a newspaper country, but they can't stop the coroner from giving out information. Yeah, he's stupid because I called him. I promise you, I called him. I ain't got no reason to make up a lie about something like that. I called them myself. Jose, you're stupid. Federal health insurance. I'm sure that girl didn't have no federal health insurance. She's 28 years old. And if she did die, you know why she died. See, the coroner will tell me why she died. And when I call them, believe me, I'm going to be on a live stream when I call. And I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove you wrong, Jose. Like I said, unless it's a murder, it's a police investigation, they still will tell you if they got the body there, and they can give you basic information as long as it's nothing that pertains to the police investigation. And that's the only time they won't give you the information. Then you go show me another Stella Fries listed in YouTube. Go pull up the name. Go show me. Go show me one, Jose. You frauded, Jose. You frauded. You identity thefted my name and used it for fraudulent purposes. You used it to fraud people in the community out of money. That's 2 federal charges, dum dum. I'll just go make a little IC3 report on it. No, I'll just go make an IC3 report and we'll see what they say. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of you or anybody else. I know who to call. Believe me, I do. You should know that, Jose. I know who to call. I know what to ask. And I know how to ask it. And I know how to fill out an IC3 report too. Beckers, he used my name on his TTS last night. I'll send you a screenshot of it. And said that I gave him money on TTS to fraudulently use my name to bait other people into sending him money on his little TTS deal. So that's identity theft. He used my name, Stella Fries. He stole my name to make a fraudulent case, to fraud people out of money. Yeah, I can turn that in too, because I know he ain't filled out no W-9 for none of his donations and shit. I filled it out. That's what you got to fill out. Well, I'll just make an IC3 report, Jose, on you, and then we'll see, okay? Because that's identity theft and fraud. And I'll report you to the FCC on top of that. That's the Federal Communication Division, okay? The FCC. Federal Communication Commission, sorry. Yeah. Oh, I sent a copy of it to Nikki, but I've got a copy, Beckers. Hang on a second and I'll shoot it to you. Just one moment, honey. I'll send it to you and show you. Give me 1 second.